Hello everyone, I'm SurrealBeliefs and welcome back to another episode from my Roman campaign where it looks like a very small army from the Etruscan League has gone after Neapoleus. And so what we will have happen in just a moment here is take our very first legion led by Scipio, and we will let him go down here and take out this army. So let me go ahead and change his stance up, and now we shall pursue them. And they'll probably, yeah, they are going to pull back, so from that point on we shall move on, make sure that we kill them right now. Okay, so I shall see all of you on the battlefield, and that's where we shall put down the hammers of the Cephalans. Here we go. Now to see where we shall deploy our men right now, so let's begin that. And it looks like they're over in the woods way over here, and that's where I need to be. So what I could do is either go through the woods over here, or take the longer route and just go from around and try to hit them from the sides, or at least draw them out. However, if they're on a hill, that may give them quite the advantage. Okay, well then from what I will do, just take my men right here, keep this formation for the time being, and as I said, we could just advance here or go through the open plains. And I want to use my men to my advantage, and how I will do that is by having my hostati stretch out their ranks just a little bit here. Alright, maybe a bit like that, but that would give their cavalry room to fight me, and that would be unfortunate, but I kind of like this here. Alright, Velites, I shall go ahead and have you placed in the front for now. You shall be my scouts, and we shall lock this formation, and let's begin. Okay, let's hear our speech by Scipio now.
Another day dawns, and another battle beckons. Well, men, this is nothing new to us. One day, when all our enemies are crushed, we will go home with honor. Until then, prepare for battle.
Alright, yeah, inspiration. Okay, well, we've said our cheers, and now let's move on. Now we shall move my men way up here. Alright, so they shall go up here. I don't want you to run, but I will fast forward for the time being. Okay, let's check things out. Yeah, they'll be advancing just fine, most likely. My Velites, I'll have to move into the proper location once we're up here. Actually, I could do that now. That's not really what I wanted, though. Ugh. Hold on. Let's see. About like this would be fine. Oh, they're actually coming straight. Whoa, hold on. Are they charging towards me? That's awesome. Alright. Let me go ahead and take this hill then. Right up here. Alright, then from that point on, my Velites need to be in the front. I want them to go ahead and try to draw the enemy fire from their skirmishers, and that should suffice, and then we shall charge forward and try to flank them. Now, the nobles on this side are going to be quite a bit of trouble. They're going to get a lot of kills, most likely. Look at them and their pectoral armor. Ugh. Oh, I hate them. Alright, let me go ahead and move my cavalry over to this side. Now, we all have spears, so I wonder if I dismount, if that would be quite the counter against their men on horseback. That may be the case. Alright, let's see, we've all run here now. Let's not run any longer. I need to now advance a little bit more, so let me go ahead and do so. Let's look at the map. Let's see. Now we can advance, just like that. You do not need to run, though. Alright, Velites, I will let you begin to fire at them, and hopefully you'll be able to pull this off. You should be able to. So we have Italian spearmen here. Look at them. Ugh, so ugly. And they are very poor because they can only afford those little chess pieces, which really do not protect very much. And if they cannot afford any mail, then that is what they would buy. And so clearly they are a very low class of soldier. Alright, let's go ahead and look over here. They're beginning to fire at me, and I'm returning fire too. I'm hoping that we're getting a few kills. Oh, we are. Nailed it. Alright, let's kill the funny hat men. I should have no chance, right? I need to watch out for their nobles, though. Those guys are what I'm worried about. So we will let this fight pursue for a short time. And I believe the helmet... Hold on. Look at you and your nice helmet. Oh! Apparently that did not save him whatsoever. Damn. I guess someone on my side was like, hey, I want that. Mine! Well, now you just put a freaking hole in it. So I could fast forward for now. Are they really beginning to waver at this point? They shouldn't... Oh, fire, right. Fire bad. I forget these things. So we will advance very soon, just not yet. Maybe if my general's a little bit closer, they may not break at this moment. Yeah, so those fire javelins are pretty effective then. Alright, let's go ahead and begin to advance at this point. Over here. And then over here. And then from that point on, I'm going to let my Hastati move over on this side. And then finally, my other Hastati shall move up as well. Right over here. And then finally, once more, my general will probably charge at the very front and try to scare off their levy skirmishers. And it looks like they are running, so I no longer need to chase after them. But I will go down here, as we want to try to take out their nobles. Those guys are a lot of trouble. Alright, let's keep fighting now. They have quite the advantage for the time, but we shall try to fix that. We are getting a few kills, and they were meant to just draw out the fire from my foes. We shall charge in just a moment. It's not time yet, though. It's not time at this moment, but it will be. And just okay, now they're beginning to run towards us, so now we can charge towards them, and I'll put it in slow motion. That way we can kind of just take a little look at what they're charging at and who will die and all that good stuff. Alright, let's see. Hastati, you can move down here. My other Hastati are moving over here. We want to go towards their nobles, and my general will move down over here. And finally, let's check out the fight. We threw our Pila. Got many kills. We need to charge from this side. Let's see. Very epic charge, too. Did you throw your Pila? Not yet. But now they're doing it now. Alright. I love the animations, too. Here comes their general now. That's not a charge location that I thought they would be at. So they will gain a temporary advantage, unfortunately. But then we shall charge them and take them out. Okay, so from that point on, I'm going to let my Velites fire at their nobles. Oh yeah, they got a lot of kills there. I knew they would do a lot of damage. Alright, Hastati, we're right behind them. Let's go ahead and take them out. General will go after their levies then, for the time being. Throw your spears. Come, go now, go now. There we go. At least we're getting a few kills. Alright, we should be able to pursue them at this point. Look at them, they're actually getting a lot of kills. Alright, you fellas now need to charge back here. I forgot all about you as I was too busy watching the nobles here. But we are beginning to win now. We have surrounded their nobles and we should have them stuck where they're at. Let's go after their friends and finish off their spearmen. Yeah, we lost a lot more men than we should have, but really, they did very well. I'm impressed with how the AI is performing, though. They actually tried to take the advantage when they could, and that's just a really good thing. Okay, now we have them surrounded. Let's just try to finish them off in just a moment here. Alright, General, let's charge on in. Not that we really need to. They're all dying. So we have destroyed this army at this point. Very good. Ho-ho! Victory is now ours. Alright, let's see. Velites do not fire. You know, no longer need to do so. Let's chase after them for a little bit. I want to try to get rid of most of their men if possible. They're like, well, just try to crawl on through. No, I don't think that's going to pan out, buddy. Alright, General, let's finish them off. 73 spearmen. Oh yeah, that's far too many. Yeah, that one charge they got off really went well for them. And their levy skirmishers really did a lot more than I thought they would. Let's see, I guess we'll see in time how many kills that we've gotten. Come on now, I need you to kill these fools. And they are, in fact, running them down. They've lost a few. Let's fast forward for the time being, though. There we are. Okay. Let me keep looking for now. I probably could have killed them a lot faster, but having a fight in the woods can always be quite messy. Here, we'll just have them run right through them for the time being. I should kill a few, maybe. Alright, yeah, they are killing some, just not as many, or as quickly as I would like, probably because they're all running about. Let's see, what about if I have everyone go after them? Guess we could try that out. I might lose some of my bodyguard, though, with all their darn spears. Oh, yeah. There's some friendly fire. Here, let's move on out from that. But that's okay, though. We just want to take care of them, because our men can replenish, but we want their men to die quickly. Much better. Alright, let me go ahead and quit this battle. It's a close victory, which it really wasn't. We lost 271. We killed 398, so they actually got a few good kills there. It was mostly their nobles and their skirmishers that got most of the kills, but we already knew that their nobles would be quite a bit of trouble. Now he's dead now. Or should be dead. Alright. Mission successful here. Roma. Oh, hello. Close victory. Alright, let's just go ahead and kill the captives. Why not? We don't need to let them live. So he is increased in rank at this point. I need a few more men, though, to really make out these forces to be a lot better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make you a strategist here. Since Mr. Lucius is going to be a commander, you shall work with a strategy. Okay, so from that point on, let's see, Appius Pictor Papadias. Vicious words. One of our family members has been apprehended outside the Senate. She attacked a senator who had spoken ill of her husband, stabbing him through the tongue with a hairpin. I shall praise her. Okay, good for you, crazy lady. I can marry into your family if I wanted to. I suppose we shall do so. That's a lot of money, but we shall do so. Alright, he is married now, or should be. Let me go ahead and look at him real quick and check out. Let's see, he has no wife. Well, he should. That's fine though, I guess. Let me go ahead and take my little... Oops. Let me go ahead and take my little army down here and pursue them a little bit further. We want to finish off their men, and we can just auto-resolve from this point. Let's see. Downstate will work out. And you're dead. See you later, buddy. Actually, I won't, because you'll be in, you know, Greek hell. Or Roman helps. River Styx, whatever. Or Hades. I guess to be a little bit more accurate. Okay, good. You have gained some military tradition. 2 victories. Alright, what shall I give you then? Formidable fighters. Now, I want one army to be good at skirmishing, but that will probably be one of my auxiliary legions. Which for now, that will not be what I have for the time being. Formidable fighters. Okay, we shall grab that as well. You need a new emblem though. I'll give you that thing, whatever that is. Looks fun though. Alright, can I move you back? I doubt it. Oh, I can slightly move you back. Not that I really needed to. So we need your men to replenish for the time being. I can have you recruit even more. You need at least one more Hastati. And then we need more Velites, so we'll take in 2 of those. Alright, so I'm about to have 2 legions that are at least at half strength. And now we need to move on from over here, led by our faction leader. And we'll go after Ariminum. After I sabotage or at least poison their wells. Let's try that out. Alright. She's crazy and knows how to use poison. My favorite type of... No, it's not. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do something, such as... Let me see here. Become an agent, or give you some more cunning. I suppose we shall give you some cunning then. I want you to be able to kill people quite well. Alright, I don't need any mercenaries. There's no way. That's a lot of money that I don't need to waste. We need to go after this city. Oh, not by sea. Well, that was odd. Okay, we'll have to wait until next turn then. It moved them by sea. Alright, let's see. There's Roma, Neapolis. They're doing fine. What about in this location? Oh yeah, they're a lot happier. Their culture has changed up. Let me go ahead and end this turn. Yeah, our campaign is going well, but next, I guess I'll go up north and declare war on whatever Gauls are up there. And then from that point on, after we drive them from beyond the Alps, and then we can go ahead and begin our war with Carthage, which will probably be very bloody. And I should have my Principes and my Triarii at that point. Alright, following your praise of the lady for a wanton act of violence, the Senate and other patrician families began to think twice before crossing you and yours. Alright, we've gained a little bit of support. Good for us now. Now, let's see. This legion now needs to move on and take out their last city at Alalia. They did try to fight me, but I haven't been able to give them any time to recover from every battle that I have fought them in. I mean, I just want to go after them and kill them all. That's really my goal for the time being. Okay, let's go move over here now and recruit some more fellows. I'm going to go ahead and get in 2 more Velites, and then we shall be ready to go fight them. I have a little bit of money, and so I shall use it. I want to turn you into a shipwright. That will be my location to recruit ships, and so that's what I want to do, though I cannot yet. I do not have the funds for that. So if we go down here, let's see, I could expand locations. I guess I will expand Roma first off. Boom, done. Alright, what can I get you? A public forum, that is an option, sure. I could get a suburbia, that's a lot more money. Consecrated ground, I don't really need that. But if I leave this up, we may have some slums, and that would be quite bothersome. I could get all of my military buildings here, but actually you can build I believe what is the largest temple in your capital, so I may have to do that anyway. Okay. That, or we need to build a Colosseum or something here. Alright. I'll have to look at what wonder that Rome can build. My people are unhappy, but that will change in time. Don't worry, the glory of Rome will impress them so very much. After we move over here, naturally. I don't know why you're over there, but sure, if you want to go by sea, I suppose we can. Though you're not now. Okay. This battle might be a little difficult for us. Let me look at this. They have a lot of spearmen and some friends coming in. No, it shouldn't be. We'll be just fine. I'm going to go to see all of you on the battlefield, and here we go. Now to find out how we're going to kill these people, let me go ahead and begin deployment right now. I will probably charge right in and just, you know, put them all to the sword. But this location, and I guess I'll talk a little bit more about it in just a moment now. We could go towards the port. I might do that instead, yeah. I like this way a little bit more. Let me go ahead and get my men together in our formation. It's very simple. Keep it simple. Alright, there we are. So let's begin to advance after we listen to our general speech, as I do enjoy that quite a bit.
An attack from the sea is never easy, men. But I would not ask you to do this unless I had every confidence in you. You are soldiers without equal, and will shortly demonstrate this to our enemies. Make ready.
Alright, well, I suppose we shall. Let me go ahead and begin to advance. So this location would actually be very important to the Romans for many reasons, and I shall tell you in just a moment as we move up. So first off, the Gauls owned this place for a long time, and not just this place, but the whole region. I mean, they owned this whole area, but then a Italic tribe called the Umbrians, they came here and defeated them, and they held on to it for quite some time until 263 BC. And then that is when Rome took it over, and it became a very helpful Latin colony, which was able to really help out the Romans in the later Gallic Wars. And then from that point on, this place would be known for Julius Caesar coming here at some point after he crossed the Rubicon. This is where he made his appeal to the legions at their forum, and so it was really a very vital location, as it was also a staging zone for all of their campaigns up north. So let me go ahead and move on up again. Let's see, let's not run, but I will put it into fast forward. And then from that point on, we shall skirmish again, as I do enjoy doing that, and I like watching them die. And if they're not going to come towards me, then I'll go towards them and kill them. Of course, I could try to go around. Ooh, hello. Look at those levies. They're dancing. I hate your dancing ways. It angers me, for we cannot dance. We are Roman. Alright, let's move up a little bit. If I move there, that's not too bad, no. Let's not run, though. Not yet, but I will let my Velites run up in just a moment, once we're a little bit closer. Let's check out the map real quick. You can kind of just see what's going on here. Skirmishers all over here. Here's their big grouping. So they're actually trying to effectively defend this location with all of their men, because they know that I want that point. So no matter where I would be at, they would try to defend it. There's levies, I don't know. I just think they're wanting to do a curse upon me. Screw your town. Kick. Punch. Yeah, we hate your melons. Except for the other ones that your, you know, family members might have. Uh-oh. We may have made them mad. Alright, let me go ahead and let my Velites run up right now, and they can begin to fight them in just a moment here. They might need to advance a little bit more. Here, let's have them go after their slingers for right now, and we shall begin to hit them. That shouldn't be too difficult, though. Oh, you guys are screwed, though. I'm telling you, they are screwed. Quick reload now. Look at all those javelins. Oh yeah, it is on the way. You are about to receive the mighty shaft of Jupiter's cock. Look at all those headshots too. Wow. That is scary. Yeah, these Pila had a lot of penetrative power, and I'm not just trying to make a joke here. I mean, once I was in your shield, you would have a very hard time trying to dislodge it, and at times it would even go through. Ooh, wow. I think you're dead, buddy. So these slingers are really just getting torn up right now. They're all about to die. See, their levy men, I guess, have pulled back with them. They have shattered, so let's go after their next group at this point. Let's keep watching them die, though. I love it. I want one of you to die, too. Alright, let's see. Who's beginning to waver? That's too soon, man. Oh, come on. Hold on. I'm going to send my general up. Let me fix that up. Did you really shatter? Alright, so we need to watch out for their morale. They have really just... Well, they only lost a few men. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. They lost almost half of their men, and then they began to, you know, waver and then rout, which is still not bad because they will probably be back, and then from that point on, that will save them from losing even more men. So I'm not too mad. Alright. Plus, if you lost half of your force, I'm sure most of us would run too. Alright, let's move them up now. Right up here. Just like this here. Alright, we won't run up, but I will let my Velites continue to fight a little bit. And there's their slingers. Yeah, they have 52 left in that grouping. Yep, here they are. They're back over here. Let's bring them back up now. They have how many left in their little group? 68? Okay. Let's go after these Italian spearmen now. They're like, oh, let's just go fight these guys. I'm sure it'll be easy. No, you're wrong. It won't be easy. Let's see, they're at 149 at this point. Wow. They're not doing too hot. Alright, I want to surround them, but I think we'll just approach from one direction for the time being. Actually, I could move 2 groups over here, and so I shall. Wait, who's not running back? Run back. Okay, let's see. We should be able to hit them pretty hard right now. I don't know what they're charging at. Oh! Levy skirmishers, General. I know what you can do, friend. Let's move him down here now. Oh, I'm gonna love that. Alright. Hey, guys, you can turn back now and hit them if you want. I would love that. Alright. No more slow motion, let's just go hit them and beat them in the face. There, shafts of Jupiter. There we go. Just like that. That's how you do it. Okay, General? Let's see, I'm gonna have you go after those levy men who are just confused right now. Alright, so far, they're heading towards us, but we are hitting them everywhere. Let's see, UO-68, you don't need to run back constantly. Come on now. Alright, Velites, you just keep on hitting them. His army, after this point, will advance. Now we'll let them go after what's left of their men, which will be 2 groups of mobs, and then they will have Italian spearmen. Oh, they actually have 3 groups left there. Good for you. Oh, and I forgot, my general just killed their skirmishers. Let's see. Let's go after them now. There we are. Alright, Velites, have you finished them off? It looks like they have for the most part. They're shattered. Ah, very good. Yeah, they have very few left at this juncture. Alright, General. I guess we can move you on up. We won that fight. Let's move on up right now. And then from that point on, Velites, I'm going to have you advance in just a moment. Let's see, what I'll do then, no more skirmish mode, I'll put you behind my men. Let's see, I'll put you over here behind these 3 Hastati. And then my other 2, I shall let advance over on this side instead for the time being. They do not need to run. No one needs to run. Okay, let's advance right now then. Alright, over here. Kind of, not fully like that though. It's not exactly what I wanted. Here, I'll leave 1 group in reserve then. Alright, the rest of you, I want to form up. Let's see, maybe not like that. A bit more like that. And from that point on, we'll put my other cohort right here. Alright, so my Velites can help out, and that should be a delightful little skirmish. Let's go ahead and just run up. We are ready. Alright, Velites, you can go ahead and get ready too. And they shall support my men as we charge in just a moment. Alright, here are my Hastati. They're about ready to go. Look at them. Alright, Velites, begin to fire. You're under the support of my Hastati, so you should be in a pretty good place for that. Let's see. Here's their mob. Oh, they're all charging over here. How fun is that? Alright, so from that point on, we're about to charge at them. Okay, they only have mobs here, so now we can go after them big time. Let's go forward. Take them out. Alright, let's go charge over here too. Oh, screw your market. We have the advantage, certainly. I'm going to bring my general, though, a little bit closer to keep them safe, or at least keep them inspired. Or even fearful. Okay, let's see. Velites, let's move you in. I'm going to move in my Hastati at this point. I shall take them out. Alright, let's go look at the big scrap here. They went after my 2 groups on this side, which is surprising. I didn't think they would do that, but they've left their flanks exposed at this point. Alright, general, move on up. I shall do a war cry, and then inspire these fellows. At least a little bit. Alright, here's my Hastati. Going after their mobs at this point, too. Hastati, let's move you down here as well. Oh, they're so screwed. They're about to eat it. Don't just look at it. Eat it. Okay, let's keep advancing. Alright. Now we need to go ahead and flank them a little bit after we move over here. Come on, men. Don't just stand back there. It's not your time for that. Okay, now we can flank them. Velites, I no longer need you to fire. It'll cause too much trouble. But that was not too much trouble. Alright, men, let's try to push forward then. Come on, we have flanked them. We're in a really good place. We can break them at this point. Oh yeah, they are shattered. Some are doing a little bit of stabbing, some are just letting them flee. And we've won that fight. Okay, another decisive victory. We killed over 900. Okay. And I will say, and let me just say this very clearly, the AI for this game is doing a lot better than previous games that I've played. I promise you that. They actually try to defend their towns. It's just that there's only so much that they can do. And things can always be made to be better. But no, this has been great. Ooh, That was dirty. Alright, so we lost 141, killed many. Let me go ahead and occupy this location. And now their military traditions have gone up as well. We are now noteworthy. Very good. So from that point on, I need to send in Legion 1, Italica, to go ahead and move across the ocean here and go after Alalia, which shouldn't be too difficult. I'll send in my navy, or at least my legionaries here, who shouldn't be here, but they are. Alright, I have very little money. I've taken over this province, so I can do bread and games now, and so I shall. Let's see, Arminum, you've done so well. I'm very proud of you. I have a spy here who I could send out over there if I wanted to, but I want to go check out the north for the time being. So, Liguria. Ugh. I'll have to cover the Gauls later in their little history and their tribes at this time, but not yet. We're still focusing on the League at this point. So, actually, oh, hold on, we have a tradition. Let me go look over here real quick. Here's my tradition. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that they are formidable fighters as well, as I do like that quite a bit. Let's end this turn right now. And so, I believe it'll be about 2 years at the beginning of his game's start date that the Pyrrhic War would have ended, and that's when they would have gained those lands down south at the boot of Italy. So that would make sense why their culture wouldn't be fully Latin, because they were, well, they once belonged to the Greeks. And it looks like Epirus is now gone, so there goes the dynasty of Pyrrhus. Alright, subject gains notoriety. I see. Well, for now, I'm going to end the episode here, and I shall see all of you later, and as always, until then.